Everybody, this improv story is based on the idea man gets exactly what he wants. Let the story commence. Craig was walking down the street one day minding his own business, and he thought to himself, nothing ever goes right for me. Just then, news broke out. The Queen had died. And he didn't have any big feelings on it one way or another, so he wasn't like clicking his heels. He also wasn't sad, he didn't feel anything. Because he's too busy thinking about his own life situation, which is pretty shite. He went back to his house and didn't think any more of it, so didn't watch the telly, didn't listen to the radio, fuck all that. Later that night, he went out for a walk. Now, he happened to stay near Balmoral. And he went for a walk. Just then, a motor pulled up next to him, a big fucking like Bentley sort of motor, big chunky one. Sort of one that looks like you could shoot out a machine gun in it when he cracked the fucking glass. Back door opened, well, the back, you know, the boot, one of the back doors, side one, the door, passenger back one, opened. Get in. I'm not getting in anymore. I don't know who you're. Who's that? All right then, forget it. We'll just want to give you everything that you ever want. Everything I ever want. If you're just going to take the piss at me, forget it. And the motor slowly started to drive away. And he went, wait! All right then. He got in and the door shut by itself. This is a fancy motor door, just went like that. It was dark. And he looked to his side and there was the Queen. Alive. Looking more radiant than ever. And the Queen said, now listen, and Craig was like, right, you're an impersonator, where's Beadle? And she said, I'm not an impersonator, this is the real deal. Have you ever heard the song God Save the Queen? And he went, of course I have. And she said, do you know what that means? He said, don't know, keep you well or something, or save you from harm or something. I don't know. He says, you're half right. He says, sorry, I didn't know you spoke like this. She says, I spend so much time in Balmoral, I speak like this, but I can't speak like that on the radio because everybody will, He said, go do the voice then, just to prove it's you. And she went, hello, I am the Queen. He went, it is you. Sorry, what were you saying? She said, it actually extends my life. With all these people saying kind of, God save the Queen. It actually does something. It extends my life. Right, but I thought, didn't you like die? And she said, I fucking hate when cunts speak like that. And he went, right, sorry, but like, you did die, right? Like, didn't you die? Like, you did die, right? And she said, no. And he went, right, but it's just that I heard that, I'm sorry, I'm so confused. What is this? And she said, because people have been singing God Save the Queen for so long, it has actually extended my lifespan. Do you know how long the doctors estimate my lifespan will be? Because of all that. He said, I don't know, another couple of years or something. She said, and Craig could hear the driver like this. And the Queen went like that, right, that's enough. Craig went, why is he laughing? It's a wee bit longer than a couple of years. Jacobs, don't. And she pressed a button and the wee bit of glass went up. We kind of... My life, have another guess, I don't know, 4 years. Higher. 10, but that would like, so you'd like live to like 107, right? Higher. 20? 20 years? And she said, why are you fucking speaking like that when you're from fucking Scotland? Alright, 20. 20 years. Higher. I'm just going to say something daft here. I know I'm probably wrong. 100. You're going to live for another 100 years. Expecting it to go like that. Right, lower now. Don't be daft. She went higher. Higher than 100? You got to be joking, right? Right? She said, higher. 200. Higher. 400? This is like a joke, right? Higher. And he went like that. I'm going to say it. And I know he's going to hear me. Jacobs, is it? He's going to hear me even through that. I know you can hear me and I know you're going to laugh, but I'm going to say it. 1,000. Higher. Fuck off. What? This is like a joke, right? Just tell me. Boffins and eggheads have estimated that I will live for another 3,250 years. 3,000. Hold on a wee second. She pressed the button and the wee thing went down. Jacobs, how long is it they're estimating I'm going to live for? Longer. No, the total, but from this point.
Ma'am, I think it was 3,250.
Yes, that's fine. That's it.
What did he guess?
That's nearly up. Just fucking shut up. And she put the thing back up. There is no fucking way I'm doing this for another 3,250 years. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like, and you want what? Like, I'm not really, like, sure, like, what's going on here. You want me to do, like, you haven't even given me, like, a proper brief. What is it what is this? And she said, I want you to rule. Like, you want me to be king? She went, but why me? And she said, I've been watching you. He said, me? You. I've been watching you. We've got cameras everywhere. Where I stay in Balmoral, we need to have a 15-mile radius around it. Cameras and mics, the lot. Right into the village and everything. And we've identified you as a decent person. Oh. That's great. So, what now then? Where do we go from here? Like, I've never done this before. I've got imposter syndrome. Does anyone else feel the same way as I do? It's like my brain, like, just tells me, like, you're not supposed to be here. Like, you're not good enough. Is anyone else like that? Or it's probably just me. I'm away now. No, there's other people who feel like me. Thank you. Could you guys retweet this? It's just not getting a lot of traction right now. she said, what the fuck are you on about? You listening? Are you listening? He went, right, what? I'm going away now. And then it's her to you. He said, right, so you want me to leave? Or, no. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. She went, and he went, where you going? She says, none of your fucking business. Right, and what have I to do? And she just got out and walked into the, like, moors. Marshy fucking moors. This is about 10 at night. That was it. The door's shut automatically. He pressed the button. Then the wee thing came. There was Jacob's.
Where has Her Majesty gone? What have you done with her?
I'm a fucking daddy now, alright? Cunt! And Jacobs looked out the window, and the Queen looked back, and it went like to Jacobs. It's true. First thing that Craig did, he fucking beheaded every cunt. Everybody. Off with their heads. First thing he did, off with their heads. Everybody. Everybody. Until there's only 2 people left, him and the person doing the beheading. And then he said, right, you're going to have to, because it's done with an old-fashioned axe. He said, you're going to have to do something where I'm not going to behead you, I'm not a murderer. You make a guillotine. So they built a guillotine together. And then the executioners got in halfway his head. And then it was just Craig. And that was it. Craig got everything. Jacobs, he forgot one person. He went, wait a minute. He thought to himself, that's everybody. That's it. That's everybody. Wait a minute. He went, no, there's 2 people I forgot about. 2. Just then, running out of nowhere came Jacobs. And on Jacobs' back, Jacobs was giving this person a coal carry. Coal carry, we called it. Coal carry, whatever you call it. But you carry something in your back and got the legs through like that. You'll have your local name for that. Piggyback, something like that. On his back was the Queen, or the person formerly known as the Queen, running out of nowhere. And she was like, charge! And Jacobs,
You stop where you are! This is treason!
And what had happened is the Queen had decided she actually didn't want to do that. She was actually bored. Whatever it is she went to do, she got bored of it and she wanted to be the Queen again. And she'd somehow persuaded Jacobs that this was treason in some sort of way, even though it was her fucking decision. It was her decision. But remember, Jacobs hadn't heard the conversation because the thing went up. The barrier had went up. She'd lied and said, I kind of stole this from me and like tricked me and all that. And said, you go for a walk, don't worry, I'll look after it and it'll all be fine when you come back. So Jacobs thought it was high treason. And he charged. Just then, Jacobs tripped up. There's some Union Jack or Union flag bunting that was on the ground. And both of them fell into the guillotine. 2 heads. Down came my blade, double beheading with a guillotine. And you know what the funny thing is? Craig tried his best to stitch it all back up again. He went like that, stitched the head back on, because you stayed conscious for a bit. He stitched them back up. He'd only went and put the Queen's head on Jacob's, and Jacob's head on the Queen, and not only that, he put the Queen's head Jacob's, the body of Jacob's actually, no, wait a minute, no. The Queen's body and Jacob's head, no, here's what happened. This is true. This is actually true. The Queen's head was on Jacob's body, and it was facing back away. It was fucking back to the front. She had to look down at Jacob's arse. And Jacob's head, which was on the Queen's body, was like, oh, I'm so sorry, ma'am. This is highly inappropriate. There's nothing I can do to stop you. Okay, I don't know what to do. Hello. And he was looking down the whole fucking arse. He's like, oh, sorry, I keep looking down thinking I'm going to see my wee, but there's the Queen's buttocks. Oh! The end. But seriously, R.I.P. Thank you very much, everybody. You know what the twist is? That was a true story. That's a true story. That is actually what happened. How do I know? I was the executioner. I survived it. How did I survive it? Because I was an executioner. I know how to escape death and things like that. I know a lot about death, so I know how to escape it.